strangers. I got a wild hair to try to do Vlogmas this year, so here I am. I know it's been a hot minute since I recorded. I had intended to start podcasting again regularly, but there was a little bit of a stalker situation going on. So I gave up that idea for a little while, but that issue is now resolved, and I don't have to worry about it anymore. So no more stalkers, and I'm free to record again. Part of the problem is that I've been working so much that I haven't had time between my government job and my second job, which is now with Porter Airlines. I work probably between 70 and 80 hours a week. And I'm also going to school part-time, trying to finish my diploma. So I've been a busy girl. And any free time I have is usually spent sleeping or trying to catch up on housework. So that's where we're at. But I'm very excited about trying to do Vlogmas. I'll see if I can get through it. Basically, I was watching a whole bunch of episodes on this computer. I haven't even touched this computer probably since the last time I recorded an episode. So I haven't touched my personal computer in months. And I've got my office set up behind the laptop, and then I've got my Porter computer over here. So my computer has sort of been sitting on a table off to the side for quite some time. But here I am, and let's get started. So I am actually doing some Christmas knitting and crocheting this year. This little guy is ready to be assembled. And this is going to be part of a Christmas surprise. It's not really coming up true to color. It's a little more green than that. But it's a very light robin's egg blue. Not quite that saturated blue. It's a little more green than that. But should have cleaned my nails before I did this. I just noticed how gross my nails are. And I'm also doing a little bit more Christmas knitting right here. Somebody's getting a pair of socks for Christmas. And this is love, because you all know how much I love. It's not black. It's actually charcoal. There's little flecks of lighter grays in there. You can't. The lighting in here is so bad. I think tomorrow I'm going to try and do this in the daylight, because it is now almost 11 o'clock at night, because this is my downtime. This is yarn that I picked up at Garden State Sheep Breeders Festival, which is Nome Acres Puka. I actually have the label right here. I just have to dig it out from under the laptop. So it is Gnome Spun, and I'm sorry, the label is very dirty at this point. It is Gnome Spun Puka in the coal colorway. This is my friend Dan, who is the brewer gnome. This is him. This is also him. So, well, this is more him. But anyway, the brewer gnome on Instagram and Ravelry, and this is his yarn shop, Gnome Spun. He's also got Gnome, I don't remember what he calls his spindle. It's all the same shop. So if you go to gnomespunyarn.com, you'll see his yarn, his fiber, and his spindles. His spindles are works of art, people. You have to go see them. Please, 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 please go see them. He's just restocked the shop for Christmas. Gorgeous stuff. He's got ornaments that he makes, but his spindles are works of art, and they're absolutely amazing. So the person who's getting a pair of socks, this is the first sock. It is finished. They tried it on. It fits perfectly. I'm very happy about this, because gotta love somebody who likes shorty socks. So it's basically 20 rows of ribbing, 20 rows of stockinette, start the heel, plain stockinette sock, easy peasy. You can see the variegation in the charcoal there a little bit, because this is a very, very bright light. And the one on that side is also very bright, but it's very far away, and it's yellow. So the second sock has begun, and we have gotten, I'm all tangled here in my cords. I have gotten the cuff, the leg, and the heel flap done. Now I have to turn the heel. Sorry, I'll put it where you can actually see it. I now have to turn the heel, and I didn't want to do that on the virtual knit night that I was in earlier this evening, because that requires some attention, and I don't want to mess it up. So I'm hoping these will be done by Christmas. If they're not, it's not a big deal. Not a big deal. But these I would like to get done before Christmas. I have 3 more of these to make. Not necessarily the same ones, but I'm basically, I've taught myself amigurumi. I had a sample first. I did a sample because I wasn't sure I was going to be able to do this. Pardon me while I reach. It's a bit dirty now. But my sample was sewn together a bit crooked, and it looks more like a pig than a teddy bear at this point, and it looks ridiculous, and it is flattened, and there's a cat claw stuck in it for some reason. The cat has been playing with it a little bit. So the first one turned out very, very wonky. I did it on much larger yarn with a much larger hook. As you will see, this is much finer gauge, comparatively speaking. This one came out much, much better, but I'm taking my time before I assemble it. It is stuffed, it is crocheted, it is finished. I just have to sew it together, and I'm taking my time. I actually got safety eyes for this one. So this one I had no eyes when I put it together. But they're Michael's safety eyes, and I wasn't terribly impressed. So sorry, I got interrupted by a knock at my bedroom door and somebody not waiting for a response before busting in. My apologies. So anyway, yes, the safety eyes that I purchased at Michael's, not the greatest. A couple of them were cracked down through the middle, which was very, very obvious, and they're very difficult to get the washers on. But they work, so they will do for this project. So yes, I was gifted a lot of yarn from somebody who passed away earlier this year, and I am I'm attempting to make some stuffed toys out of that person's yarn for their grandchildren. So we'll see how it goes. Other than the sock, I've got several projects I'm working on right now. One of them is a test knit for Christia Fiber Stash. I'm not going to show that one because it hasn't seen a lot of progress, and quite frankly, I want to kind of surprise her with it when I'm done. One is a scarf, and this is the Nettles. Sorry, it's all tangled right now on the needle. It's a very simple diagonal scarf. So you start way over here. It's got, it's a freebie on Ravelry. So it's got, you cast it on and you knit and you knit and you knit, and you increase on one side and you decrease on the other, and that makes it this long diagonal thing that just keeps going and going and going. So I'm actually very much looking forward to finishing that. It is called, and I looked it up just a few minutes ago so I could tell somebody on midnight what it was, and now I don't remember. Do I have Ravelry up? No, I don't. But this is the nice thing about having 2 computers. Is I can look it up. It is called the F702 Striped Diagonal Scarf by Vanessa Ewing. That's not what the actual pattern is called in the pattern page. It is called, shoot, where did it go? Downloads, it's in there. Nettle Grove Striped Diagonal Scarf is what it's actually called. But that's not what it's called on Ravelry. So this is knit out of Fiddlesticks Knitting Country Silk. It is, the colorway is called Summer Glow. It's more Autumn Glow as far as I'm concerned because it's orange, yellow, and green. But it is 50% wool, 30% silk, and 20% nylon / polyamide. It is beautiful, beautiful stuff. There's a lot of vegetable matter in it, though, that I've had to pick out. Like, there's just, like, weird strands of it that I have to keep picking out. Is it discontinued? Of course it is, because it's mine. But that was my, that's my travel knitting. That's my in the car when I'm waiting for stuff knitting. Earlier this week, I had my winter tires put on, and while I was waiting in line, I was working on that. While my kids were writing an exam at school, I was knitting on that while waiting to drive them home. So anyway, that's what's been going on with that. I do have a couple of advent calendars, which is one of the reasons I decided to do this, because I was super excited about the advent calendars, and I wanted to share. So my tea, I have a David's Tea Advent calendar, which I'm going to pull out. It's enormous. So this is the caffeine-free one. I think it says it down here somewhere that it's caffeine-free. Where does it say? What? Oh, up here it says caffeine free, which I did not notice when I purchased it, but that makes me super happy because I'm not really, really into black teas. I like green teas. I like white teas. I like the occasional black tea, but I'm not super into them. And even better, I went through all the ingredients and there's only one I can't have. So this is usually a problem for me. Every year when I get the advent calendar, well, the few years that I've gotten it, there have been 5 or 6 teas that I can't drink because I'm allergic to mango. Like severely allergic to mango. Like I have an EpiPen allergic to mango. So there's usually 5 or 6 of them that I can't have. In this box, there's only one. I'm very excited. So today's tea was delicious, is delicious. I don't think you're going to be able to see this, but I did take a, wow. I was like, why is it backwards? No, it's upside down, you dummy. So today's was butterscotch chai. And Sarah of the Bookish Knitter and Andrea of the Cat Lady podcast got a different advent calendar. They got the one with caffeine in it, with caffeinated teas in it, not just caffeine. So they got a tea called cranberry ginger ale, which to me sounds amazing because I love cranberry ginger ale. And they were saying that they couldn't see into the tins this year. Mine, I can. So Andrea, if you want me to save them, I'm happy to save them for you because she reuses them for all kinds of things. And my mini for today is actually a little bit bigger than a standard mini. I've actually been purchasing, the only yarn that I've purchased in the last 2 years has been mini sets, but they've been like 20-gram mini sets. And I have so many of them now. So I decided to make myself an advent calendar out of those. I'm only going to be using part of them because I'm going to be putting them in my blanket, which I did not pull out before doing this, nor did I add the square today. So I'm going to be playing a little bit of catch up on the weekend. But my mini for today, I think it came from Crystal or Teresa. The colors are not coming up because of the lighting, but it is, I have a picture of it that I will insert here. And so that's my little mini. It's got gorgeous purples, greens, browns in it. It's just beautiful. And I can't wait to knit with it. I actually have a full skein of it. I had a full skein of it. Unfortunately, it was attacked while in a closet, unplastified. And it was attacked by nasty little buggers called carpet beetles. I have not lived in a place that had carpet for a very long time. I'm not thrilled that I have discovered them here, but the carpet will be going very soon. So I scavenged what I could from the skein. I've got about half here, and this is about a 10-15 gram mini. I could check because I have the scale right there, but quite frankly, I don't want you to have to sit through that. So I have a little bit left of that. I can probably make myself a pair of shorty socks out of it, but we'll see. It might just end up being minis. I have since made sure that all the yarn is okay and wrapped in plastic and safe because, wow, I was super not impressed with that. And so my other advent calendar is this one from Laura Secord because I'm a bad diabetic and I suck and I love chocolate. So I figure a little teeny piece of chocolate every day will not hurt me. This is what I got. The reason I have one of these is because I bought one for my mom. And there's a few different, like they're just plain milk chocolate, but there's a few different ones in there. And it's obviously slightly the worse for wear. It got squished a little bit at the top. But anyway, that was day one. It was my little snowman chocolate. I enjoyed it very much. Maybe tomorrow I will film opening that up. But I didn't today because I'm doing this sort of on a whim at the end of the day. And I will be getting ready for bed soon with my tea and my book. And so I'm not going to keep this very long because I feel like I've waffled on long enough at this point. But I just wanted to say I've missed you guys and I've missed recording and I'm not ready quite yet to do a full-length episode, but it's in the works. It will be happening probably in the new year, but it's on its way. And yes, I will definitely do this in the morning tomorrow, or at least during the day, because yeah, the lighting in here stinks. And I've got this huge bay window right here. That's where my air conditioner goes in. So yeah, that's what that lovely duct tape nonsense is that's the, you can see the vent where the air conditioner thingy goes out there. It's actually a dryer vent that I adapted because the thingy that goes in the window long lost for this air conditioner. And I just wanted to have something that worked because it gets hot in here with this big bay window. My bedroom faces west, so it gets really hot in here late in the day, in the summertime. Anyway, so I will stop waffling on now, and I will wish you all a very good night, and I hope you join me for the rest of Vlogmas. Thanks very much. Bye.